Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another blind reaction to Naruto. We are on season 3, episode 11, according to Netflix. This one called Hit It or Quit It. The final rounds get complicated. We are in the final tournament bout with the finalists. So we just watched Naruto fighting Neji. Of course, Naruto coming out on top because he's the protagonist. But also Neji being defeated, but Naruto sort of giving a send-off. That was very inspiring. That could potentially evolve Neji's character to become more than what we've been presented with, which was a guy that has some animosity with the bloodline. That's a bit of an inheritance from his dad's animosity. There's possibly some shenanigans going on there. I'm not sure. Don't spoil me because of the twin fathers and stuff like that. And that's just like a trope in narrative, and so I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Although right now it feels like it's legitimate, but Naruto show being the Naruto show, everything feels like a deception, and everything feels like a layer of an onion that you just peel back, and more and more and more gets revealed. It's written so well that it's like you sort of think they're possibilities, but it's hard to predict how they actually get revealed to you because there's so many layers of deception within the powers, within the character, the setup, this narrative. There's just so many layers. So it's no surprise to me how long this series is. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into it, get the blinders on, and let's go. I don't think I've watched the full intro for season 3. Alright, anticipating some Gaara action at some point. It does say it gets complicated, so possibly this is where things start to really break down. Oh, we got the return, the image, the symbolic image for Neji, the bird in the cage flying away free. Alright, we're gonna go, it's a smooth transition though between the ending of this episode to the next. It's been going on for, I mean, this be the 4th episode focusing on these two characters though.
That Naruto kid really knows how to fight.
He just gotta like regrow his nails at this point, that's all. Nice. Like the music, the victory music. Nice.
That kid has amazing stamina.
Well, it's supernatural, you know.
Just keeps getting stronger. He's on the track to success.
I was wondering if those two people talking in the audience, because I'd have to go way back, and it'd be 4 years for me to go back, but to the first episode where those two ladies are talking about young Naruto in the first episode or something like that. I wonder if like they did that kind of callback. That'd be crazy. Kind of inclined to go check, but I'm just gonna let you all do the work for me if it's true or not. It'd be an interesting, like, because they're NPCs, you know what I mean?
I envy you. Battle has made me realize that I have to work really hard too.
Now we got some Sakura introspection, some respect. He's not just a joke.
Naruto defeated Neji, and I thought Naruto was the same as me, one of the dorky, uncool guys.
Oh, you're not uncool. I mean, that could potentially be the response and reaction to every fight, every victor in the final tournament, right? Because by them winning, they've effectively position themselves as being potentials for something greater.
I've never felt so depressed.
I wouldn't take it that way though, bro.
When did he
You read
learn
minds.
to control the chakra of the nine-tailed fox to such a degree?
You worried, bro? You worried? No words.
Even a caged bird was smart enough, and will be able to figure out how to open the door to its cage with its beak.
Look at that. Oh, on a stretcher, bro.
The dream of flying and breaking free
Whoa.
is too great to resist.
They're really leaning into that symbolic send-off, huh? Oh, and there it is again. They're really committed to it. Some subtext.
But this time you lost.
There it is. Cool. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Father.
Here we go. Oh, I see, like, why end a scene going back to those secondary, they're not even secondary characters, tertiary characters. But doing a callback is important because it means that the storyteller wants you to still hook onto, like, hang on to that thread, because they're going to start weaving now, and it's going to lead to something more robust, maybe. Not maybe, for sure. Oh, so he did it to himself.
I've got news for you, Neji. You're not the only special one around.
They're pushing it.
They were born destined to be Hokage.
Yeah,
You
we
can
got
think
that
way
alright.
if you want.
Already. Just got to break down his own thoughts about all of this. Here we go.
I'm sorry. Could you please step out for a moment?
Oh,
Well, we're not supposed to.
way sooner than I thought. I thought this would be like a thread that would like be in the next arc or
Won't
something.
take long.
But they're committing to something here. There's some setup. This would technically be his act 3, like, from a character perspective. This is his like denouement, you know?
You know that well. I've come to truth.
Oh, it's gonna do what I think it's gonna do. Well, I'm glad they are doing it this soon, because then it allows you to stay inside this narrative and like get it resolved before moving on to like a bigger thing like a Gaara fight or something. Ooh, I think it's gonna happen, bros. I could just be wrong, so I should just shut up. I should just let this play out.
Day I was fully prepared to die.
That day, my father was forced to pose as you and was murdered for the sake of the family.
Wait for it.
The truth is
Oh
here
my
in the
gosh.
scroll.
It's only excuses made for the convenience of the head
Oh
family.
man, this is where it all unravels for him.
The person you
This be
are
the way to
now.
do it, huh?
That writing.
The head cloud ninja from the Land of Lightning tried to abduct Hinata. However, the Land of Lightning refused even to acknowledge the abduction attempt and instead only made trouble about the head ninja's death. With my one life, the entire village can be saved.
The
Yeah.
Hyuga family's Keke Genkai
Here we go.
is one of the most important strengths of our village.
Ooh.
It's the sworn duty of the head family to protect it forever, no matter what. We'll take Hizashi's corpse and hand it over in place of us.
Oh boy.
Hizashi fully understands his duty.
Nah, man. Oh man.
And when Hizashi
There's a rigmarole. Let's
passes away,
go.
The Land of Lightning's demand simply says hand over Heihachi Hyuga's dead body.
There
if
it
we
is.
pretend that we're agreeing to their terms and hand over Hizashi, who looks identical to you,
It's not.
Oh, maybe they're just gonna lean into this being what it is.
look, Heihachi,
That it was
don't concern
an
yourself with this.
agreement of servitude and just like the role that you exist for. I mean, it might be a twist. It's like twisting it as like an honorable angle to take as opposed to a sacrificial one from like a servitude. What's called like a forced servitude perspective. It's more like, no, this is an owned honorable offering kind of thing.
Any of your predecessors would have done the same to protect the
But I don't know,
human
man. I
clan.
still don't know.
Even siblings must have the courage to sacrifice each other when needed.
What's wrong, Lord Hiyashi? You're usually so confident and determined.
This is far too important for me to
Now
act
it's gotta,
recklessly.
yeah.
It's not that easy.
It's actually gotta make a rough decision. Damn.
Hisashi, no, you mustn't.
Please, Hiyashi. Let me do this.
There it is.
You have Neji.
Oh
Why
man.
do you choose death to save the head family?
Oh, I guess
You
I'm
must
wrong.
understand. For a long
I was
time,
convinced.
I have resented the head family. I want to die protecting you because you're my brother, Hiyashi. It's the first time I felt free enough to choose my own path.
The bird breaking
I've
free
always
from the
only shown
cage.
Neji finally come here to act
The
in a
willing
way that
sacrifice
is best.
for the greater
I
good.
asked, Tell him that I wasn't killed to protect the head family,
Oh man.
but rather to protect my siblings, and by my own free will, I chose death.
There it is.
And I chose my freedom.
I was wrong. This is very good. It's a rigmarole of a rigmarole.
Think that choosing death is the same as choosing to be free?
I have become free. I have defied the fate of the Hyuga family. I simply wanted to choose my own destiny.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, the doors in the cage.
Forge
Symbol.
your own destiny.
Symbology there.
Your
Yeah.
fate.
Learns to open the cage, the line that was given at the front.
Something you
of
create
the
with
episode.
your hands.
You got it.
This is the truth. I'm sorry.
The reset switch right there. Reaching
Father.
peace. I did not expect the tone of this episode to be this. I thought we were gonna go back straight into battle, but no, they're taking their time. Even though I really do feel like the pressure's on. But I think I'm off with the entire pacing. I think the pacing is finally just slowed down.
Of people, along comes someone who's picked a different path. One that's devoted to living life to its fullest. I have only one goal, to become stronger so I won't lose to anyone again.
There's the denouement. There's the birds.
Father,
The cage.
I wish
the
you could see
stripes,
these birds
the
flying.
Cage in the window.
They're finding
Or
their
the frames.
freedom too.
They committed to this bit. Ooh, there's two of them there. I wonder if that has any extra symbolic meaning. There's no way they'll bridge from like that somber kind of denouement to something crazy just going nuts. Does say hit it or quit it. This title of the episode doesn't match the Neji storyline, you know? But we're more than halfway through.
The Uchiha wasn't at the opening ceremony.
Huh.
He has arrived, hasn't he?
Dun dun dun.
Before everyone starts to make trouble, disqualify Sasuke.
Oh no. Are they buying time? I mean, I can't read who's on the next match, but is it the Gaara and Sasuke?
Sasuke should be
Yeah,
here
okay.
by now.
It is.
What in the world does he think he's doing?
Making an epic
A
entrance.
wise man never courts danger, leading to a wise decision.
Heyo.
He's definitely gonna be here, believe it!
I mean, shouldn't he be on the field though if it's time? Or it's until they're called, I suppose. Here it is.
I have no choice. Sasuke is disqualified. Right.
Sasuke Uchiha is disqualified?
Yes, I'm afraid that this has
Oh.
to be done. What are we gonna do now?
What
If he
happens
doesn't
with
show
the
up, our
fight?
strategy is ruined.
Oh.
Really bad.
Oopsie doopsies? Does he, I mean, he just automatically wins and he goes to the next round, right? And the Sasuke story is just not gonna happen here.
Could he really have killed Sasuke?
We know he was watching him though. Yeah. How he found him? We don't know. No idea.
Sasuke,
Oh, he's got the whole eye
one
floating
more
around, but
time.
how does he know that he was here, you know? Oh.
What's wrong?
It's obvious you're hiding there, thirsting for blood. Save me the trouble and come
Wow.
out.
Look at that, huh? What? Okay.
So, it's you.
Of course he knew, but we don't know what came of that. Okay. We're gonna do it this way.
Consider waiting a little longer before disqualifying.
Oh, because he wants the plan to go through.
I understand. If there's no clear reason to make all
What a
shinobi
place to
leaders
be in
fill
right
Lord's
now.
weight.
Because they show their hand if they keep pushing back, you know?
See, it's good I do have a clear reason.
What is this?
Most of the shinobi leaders and feudal lords here came simply because they want to see the next match.
Oh my gosh.
He's the only remaining member of the Uchiha clan.
Oh
and
man, this is
Sasuke
like,
now
this is
gone.
definitely showing your hand.
We'll
Reversal.
make an exception.
Okay.
We shall postpone this match.
Okay.
And wait. Inform the proctor right away.
Switcheroonie.
Yes, sir.
Teleportation.
However, it's most unusual for you to insist so
There it is.
strongly, Lord Kazekage.
There it
To
is.
display no opponent but an Uchiha will do.
Yeah.
We're going to postpone this match briefly and simply jump ahead to the
Okay.
battle that would have followed this one.
There it is. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Just gonna drag on the last half of this episode with this decision, huh? That's what we're gonna do?
So, Shino and Kankuro,
Let's go.
come down.
I wonder.
Doesn't matter at all now.
Oh man.
Besides,
Huh.
I don't want to reveal the mechanism of my trained crow puppet to the enemy before our plan comes to fruition.
Oh my gosh, this is building up.
Proctor, I withdraw.
What?
I withdraw, so please advance to the next match.
Complicated indeed. Oh my gosh. Well, bigger plan, right? In motion, so
Due to Kankuro's withdrawal, Shino Aburame wins by default.
yeah. Wow.
We came here for a real match. I want to see this.
Aw, I want to see Bugboy in action. What's up? Let's go. Shikamaru.
Well,
Get on the
your
field, bro.
journey. Come down.
Oh,
Oh, come on. What are you doing moving these matches?
Sorry, bro.
up? Like, why does it have to be my stupid match that gets pushed up? Oh,
You know what?
man,
Might as well
this
get it
is
over
such
with,
a
though, you know?
drag. Just maybe I'll withdraw too.
oh my gosh. Bro, you're like 4 or 5 stories high. Jesus. He's dead now. Congratulations, Naruto.
Thanks a lot, Naruto.
That's it? Are we gonna... Yeah, I can't say I expected that because of where I feel like we are in the arc now. That escalation sort of like, it skipped a couple steps of escalation because it literally skipped 2 matches to get to the third, the next one, right? It's almost more convenient because it means that the Gaara and Sasuke match is now at the final part, you know, and so it's got that weight of it of being that where the escalation and the shit hits the fan. It makes way more sense, and maybe it was throwing me off more that might have been the next fight, and then I would have imagined that if it was the second fight, then stuff would have gone wrong because the third and the fourth fight wouldn't happen because something would be so complicated, so big, like has to be big because I feel like this has to come to a close, you know, to some degree where you have to question everything all over again. Like things have to enter the field. The Orochimaru like has been gone for so long now in this run that bringing him back would be that bracketing of this arc because he appears in Act 1, like late Act 1, and then Act 2 he sort of makes some appearances, right? And then Sasuke disappears during the first half of an Act 2, and all of those patterns seem to make sense. And then it's like for the Phase 3, so the second part of Act 2, these big players on the field are removed from it. Orochimaru is removed from it, Sasuke is removed from it, but you know they're connected, so now you know that that's the hook. That's going to be that strings into the meaning of the fourth part or in Act 3, and that's where we're at. And we know what the pieces are that would make those pieces come to play. It's a Sand Village clan, right? It's these 3 characters that are all in the tournament. They're all playing a part, and now we know that there's another agenda behind them being very specific, like they needed to be in a very specific point in this tournament so that they can execute on whatever this bigger plan is for the Sand Village. And it involves Sasuke now, we know for sure. That could be some, for whatever reason, right? Because they say it's like they could, that match is the only thing that's going to matter to the spectators, etc., etc. There's probably some other second reason for that, right? But the fact that Baki and Kankuro have a part to play as well in Gaara's match, like that's going to be this catalyst event, like literally the catalyst of this entire arc, which is like a narrative pattern thing that happens, right? It's the thing that pops off, and then you're going to have like big thing happens, and then there's like a resolution, and then you go off to the next thing, right? And it just feels like all the pieces that were supposed to line up, they've been shuffled around because of Sasuke being missing. Now, is Sasuke missing because maybe they know there's like they know that there's a reason why he needed to be there at a certain point, and Kakashi and Sasuke are trying to disrupt the plan? I don't know. The fact that Kakashi now and Sasuke, by extension, would know that Gaara was up on that cliffside, on that mountainside, while Sasuke was training, the fact that we know that they've talked, that something has been exchanged, and so now it becomes like, is Gaara making a play, like a counter play? Well, I don't know. Now we don't know, but it feels like that's on the table. There's something on the table here that is more than what would be perceived as the obvious, right? And the thing with the Naruto series is that nothing really is obvious. Like, that deception is the core theme of this entire series, and misdirection, right? Deception, misdirection, and kind of finding truth in all of this illusion, right? And finding the self, like finding your meaning and your purpose, despite having all of this obscurity around you and like existing in it. So I find that massive theme like to be very compelling for the entire series. So that's a wrap of my thoughts. Right now, I'm going to jump into the next episode, see how this escalates. I'll catch you there. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.